The Sabbath is the sign between God and his people, Ezekiel 20:20. In a world saturated with religious confusion, one truth stands like a blazing beacon in the night, a truth that cannot be erased, ignored, or cancelled. The Sabbath is the sign between God and his people. Not a sign of nationality, not a sign of legalism, a sign of belonging, a sign of loyalty, a sign of sanctification. Ezekiel 20:20 is not vague, symbolic, or up for debate. God declares, "And hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between me and you, that ye may know that I am the Lord your God." Let that sink in. God doesn't say the Sabbath is for Jews only. He doesn't say it's temporary or ceremonial. He calls it his Sabbath. And he says it is a sign, a sacred mark between him and you. It is how you publicly declare, "I belong to the Lord." But in today's world, pastors water it down, priests ignore it, imams overlook it, and skeptics dismiss it as ancient or irrelevant. They try to erase the very sign God said would distinguish his true people. And yet, these same people claim to know God. How can you claim to know God while discarding the sign he gave to prove that you do? The Sabbath is not just a day of rest. It is the seal of God's authority. In 6 days, he created the heavens and the earth, and on the 7th day, he rested, blessed it, and sanctified it. Genesis chapter 2, 1-3. That blessing was never revoked. That sanctification was never transferred to Sunday. The day God hallowed remains unchanged, period. In Exodus 31:16-17, God says, "Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath for a perpetual covenant. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever." Now some will say, "See, it's only for Israel." But Paul destroys that excuse in Romans chapter 2, 28-29, where he says that a true Jew is one inwardly, one who walks in the Spirit. Every believer in Christ becomes part of spiritual Israel, Galatians 3:29. That makes the Sabbath your sign too, if you truly belong to God. This is not about race. This is about relationship. God's Sabbath sign stretches from creation to Mount Sinai, from Christ's obedience to the new earth, Isaiah 66:22-23. Jesus himself said, "The Sabbath was made for man," not Jews, not a nation, but mankind, Mark 2:27. It's for all people, all time. To reject the Sabbath is to tear off God's name tag. It's to say, "I want the benefits of salvation, but not the sign of submission." You can't have it both ways. You can't love God and ignore his commandments. You can't call him Lord and refuse his sign. And what does Satan do? He counterfeits the sign. He uses tradition to elevate Sunday, a day never commanded, never blessed, never sanctified by God. And most churches follow the deception. They've traded God's sign for man's tradition and don't even question it. But in the final crisis, Revelation 14:12 says, "Here is the patience of the saints. Here are they that keep the commandments of God and the faith of Jesus." The line is drawn. The Sabbath will be the final test of loyalty. It is God's seal, Isaiah 8:16. To keep it is to side with the Creator. To reject it is to join the rebellion. So pastors, priests, imams, skeptics, the challenge is before you. Do you wear God's sign or man's substitute? Do you hallow what God calls holy? The Sabbath is the sign between God and his people. Are you one of them?